everybody. Welcome to our melting pot.
It's been a while since we've been recording because we had a birthday, my husband's birthday, October 7th.
I turned 27.
And we had an anniversary, October 18th.
It's our second anniversary.
Yes.
And we were trying to get other business things started, so we've been away for a little bit. But today I'm going to make some poutine. Not to be confused with Putin, Trump's BFF. This is Poutine from Canada. What are you going to make?
And I'll be making pumpkin bars. And before we start cooking, I did want to let everyone know how grateful we are for their support. And I know we have like our group of followers, and we just want to say thank you for all that you do, because cooking is my husband's heart desire. So
I think so.
I'm the co-pilot. So I'm just so grateful. We're so grateful for you all. Well, okay, now we're gonna get started.
First thing, I'm gonna show you, I prepared some potatoes already. So you get yourself a good russet potato, and easiest way to chop it, you make it level. Turn it on its side, and it's level like this. Then you wanna take it and cut it into about 1/4 inch planks.
And what's the best type of potato that should be used for
I like russets.
Okay.
So you got these 1/4 inch planks. If there's, I don't take the skins off, you make sure you clean it. You got your 1/4 inch planks like this, and then you just stack them on top of each other. And I keep the skin on. The skin is actually the most healthiest part of the potato, but it also gives it like a rustic steakhouse type of look. And then you chop down, just like this.
Oh. Gotta be careful, honey, with those fingers.
I know it's sliding.
But you're a professional cutter.
Take some of those small ones off.
I don't know if I could do it as good as you. That's why I always call my husband to come and help me cut things. He can cut up an onion like within no time. Perfect sizes. Just, he's great at doing that. So.
And if you got blemishes like this, you just chop those things off. You know, you don't want to see that kind of stuff.
No.
But the next thing you know, you got these perfectly shaped French fries, just like this, and they're long. Same size. You want to put them directly in water because it's going to get all that starch out of there.
Wow.
And you'll see the water just start to cloud up as soon as you put them in the water.
And now I'm going to start with my dish or my dessert. Again, me and the desserts. But I'm going to start with the crust. And with the pumpkin bars, we're going to use a graham cracker crust.
Graham cracker crust.
Yes. Sweet already, but yeah, so okay, so you should have a food processor, and this is about.
You should. If you don't, you're wrong.
Yeah.
You are wrong, people.
But I'm wondering, can it be put in a blender or no? Maybe not
if you got one of
this.
those good high-powered, you know, Ninja or what's the other fancy one?
Yeah, we were just talking about it when we went shopping. What was it? A few weeks back, we were talking about that fancy blender.
I can't remember the name of it.
Goodness, it's like $300 for that blender.
Yeah, like $198 or something like that.
Yeah. Okay. So you go ahead.
All right. So you just want these to soak, and you see how quickly that water gets cloudy.
That was quick.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take these, and I'm going to set this on this baking sheet. We got some parchment paper on here, and I'm going to take some paper towels, and then I'm going to dry these off because you want to get all this moisture off them, because what is bad together? Water and oil. Water and oil do not mix.
No, it does not. And now I'm going to add sugar to these graham crackers. It is about 1/2 cup of sugar. So sprinkle this in there.
It's a lot of sugar.
No, it's never too much sugar. It says 1/2 cup of sugar.
Dylan, that's a lot of sugar.
No, it's not.
What would Wilford Brimley say?
You know I have a major sweet tooth, so it's never too much for me.
Is Wilford Brimley still around, or bless his soul? I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, bless his soul if he's not, but I don't know. We have to Google that.
Go ahead.
All right, and now this is about 6 tablespoons of butter.
Nope, gotta get your hands dirty.
I know, nice and buttery. All right, and honey, I might need help with this.
Okay.
This food processor.
Oh, simple. Too easy. Pop it on there like this, and then what do we want? Just like pulse it?
Yeah.
more pulses. I just seen some sugar sitting, but I think that looks good there.
Yeah, that looks perfect. Thank you so much, honey.
You're
I could
welcome.
not have done it without you.
The next thing you want to do with these French fries is you want to put them in the freezer and freeze them for at least an hour.
Oh.
I mean, you don't have to. You can skip this step, but I think it's going to taste better. We're going to double fry these French fries.
Double fry.
Double fry.
Yum, yum, yum. We're gonna eat good tonight, right, Dylan?
Yeah.
All right, and now, once this is all mended, you kind of just
Blend it up. Be careful with
blend.
this.
Oh, thank you, honey.
Chopping your fingers off.
Oh, thank you, my hero. Okay, so then you get like a glass dish, and you kind of
Baking dish or-
yeah, baking dish. Yes, thank you, honey. So I'm gonna scoop all this out with my hands, and then you kind of just push it down because there's gonna be some good stuff going on top of this.
Form that.
Yeah, I gotta make it nice and flat, and then after that,
See those strong hands? She gets strong hands from rubbing my feet because I have bad feet.
oh gosh.
She washed her hands after she rubbed my feet, of course.
Okay. And now I'm going to do the filling for the crust, the pumpkin filling.
The
for
pumpkin
the
filling.
graham cracker crust. Okay. And you need about 16 ounces of cream cheese. So each one of these blocks are equivalent to about 8 ounces. So
It's a lot of cream cheese.
that is,
But cream cheese is delicious
it is. Yes. And fatty, but
and very fatty.
hey, if it's on the weekends, it's okay.
Right. You can splurge every once in a while, people.
Yes.
It's okay to splurge.
And okay, this is the second box of cream cheese. If it wants to come out, it's best if it's set at room temperature.
It's easier to handle. Much easier to handle.
Yes. Okay. So this is the cream cheese, and now I'm going to add the pumpkin.
I wanted to show you guys something. When I rinsed off those, put the potatoes in the water, you see how it draws out all that starch.
Wow, that's a lot.
You know, I mean, it looks like there was just sugar. I dumped the water out, but this starch was left in the bottom, and it just looked like there's salt or sugar sitting in the bottom. And that we're gonna double fry these, but putting them in that water helps draw that starch out, and it helps get that crispy outside, but still that pillowy inside that you're looking for in a French fry.
Yes.
And if you want that, you've got to double fry your French fries.
Oh yes, and it makes it extra yummy, extra crunchy too. And as I'm adding the pumpkin puree, it's usually this recipe calls for 1 whole cup of pumpkin puree. Each can is equivalent to a half a cup. I was shocked when I found that. But yeah, they're not, I guess, the biggest cans, but yeah.
And you
now
could
it's-
roast your whole pumpkins, but
Yes.
and I've had that before. Last year when my mom was here, she actually brought with her pumpkin puree. She roasted some pie pumpkins down and made us a pumpkin pie with it, and it was
I remember,
delicious.
it was so good. Oh my gosh.
If you got the time and you've got the pie pumpkins, might as well do it.
Yes.
But I'm gonna start frying these off in batches. I'm gonna do it, the first batch is gonna be at 300 degrees, and we're gonna just kind of par cook them. Just gotta get them a little golden brown. Just kind of like blanching them.
Yes. Gotta get something.
Remember, I got my cast iron skillet, it helps retain that heat. And then I've got my thermometer here.
And don't you think with the cast iron skillet, the fried food comes out a little bit better?
It does,
Or
it does. And it's
you
like,
tell the difference?
cast
Yeah.
iron is one of those great things. It's heavy duty and it's heavy to handle. But if you've got a good cast iron and you keep it well seasoned, everything is better in a cast iron skillet.
Yes.
You can use it in the house, you can take it camping, everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We need more cast iron skillets, honey. Don't
I
we?
know, but you won't buy anymore.
And now I am going to add 2 cups of sugar to this recipe. And I thought this would be able to fit in there, but I'm gonna have to pour it like so. So honey, with this Canadian dish, who suggests
This was a
Was
Dylan
it?
suggestion.
Yes, it was.
Dylan, I don't think has ever had poutine. Have you ever had poutine?
No,
Sal?
no.
I've made it once or twice before, but I don't think I made it with homemade fries. I started making homemade fries a few years ago, and homemade fries are the way to go. And I'm going to show you guys a trick later on, show you how like places like McDonald's get their fries to taste so great. And if you're a vegetarian or a vegan, you might not want to hear this trick.
Oh no, they won't.
Yes, I don't, is there fact to it or truth to it? I think so.
You don't want McDonald's to be calling us. So guys, stay tuned and see what Jason has to say about McDonald's fries. Watch till the end. All right. So now I added the 2 cups of sugar and the pumpkin cream cheese. These bars call for a lot of ingredients. So now I'm gonna get, the next ingredient I'm gonna add is the flour. And it is about 1/4 of a cup of flour. And let me see. How those fries looking, honey? They're smelling amazing.
I know, it smells like a potato factory in here.
It does.
Like we're in Five Guys or something.
I think your fries are gonna be better than theirs, honey.
God damn right. You know it. And if you're ever eating poutine, you need to have a good beer with you.
Why is that? Because it's the weekend. He enjoys his beers on the weekends, y'all.
Amen.
Okay, and now I'm going to add 4 eggs.
All right, see, these are starting to get that. We're just kind of like blanching them.
Yeah.
You know, just cooking them very lightly at 300, and they're starting to look like you want. You just, it's gonna get. That's okay. I got these in my hands that have been through so much. I don't even feel shit no more.
Oh.
I'm kidding. I feel things once in a while. Come on, give me a break.
All right. And now I have the eggs in here. Honey, I might need your help.
To mix this around.
Yes, with those strong arms of yours.
I once worked out with a dumbbell.
Let me get started with all these ingredients that have to go in. Okay, next is ginger, everyone. It's so much better, especially in the fall.
Yeah, it's that time of year where it's...
All those fall pumpkin spice, your favorite.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the whole pumpkin spice craze.
Okay, so I have 2 teaspoons of cinnamon and now the ground nutmeg. And the ground nutmeg, it's about 1/2 of a teaspoon.
Check my fries.
I know, but they are looking good.
They are looking good.
You were doing your thing.
And that's kind of what we want right there. Par cooked, you see that? So I'm going to start taking these off and setting them on this
that looks
rim
good.
baking sheet.
All right,
And
I'm
put
gonna
another batch in there.
put these to the side so I don't get it confused, mixed up with the other. Now, baking powder too. So the baking powder, it's just about 1/4 of a teaspoon.
That's a tiny amount of teaspoons.
Yes, so many different ingredients. I bet it's gonna taste very fall. That makes sense. Okay.
It makes sense to me. It's football season.
It does call for vanilla. Our imitation vanilla, which is about 2 teaspoons of this that we'll need. Okay. All right. That's 1. And now 2.
Uno, dos.
This was a
For all of our Spanish-speaking families.
Oh, okay. Last ingredient, pumpkin pie spice. We're just gonna add maybe about 1/4 or to your liking, I guess. What do you think?
It's up to you there, Chair Bear.
Okay.
I wouldn't add too much.
I know, just enough. Maybe 1/4 teaspoon. And that's it.
Voila!
Voila.
I like.
Right now, I'm gonna let this sit for a bit, and then I'm gonna put it on top of that crust, that graham cracker crust, bake it, and then next we're gonna do the Cool Whip topping.
Cool Whip. Welcome back. Thank you for pinching my butt. Honey,
All
what's your
right.
next move?
Now I'm going to add the pumpkin filling onto this graham cracker crust. Okay.
Graham cracker. Here, let me help you.
Oh, thank you.
We'll do this as a team.
Thank you. Look at all of that. Woo!
It's a lot. Can you grab a napkin, please?
Oh, yes, yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome, honey.
And I have got my oil up now from 300 to 350, and I'm gonna start my second fry of these French fries. So we'll drop some in here, and now that they're cooked in the inside, but we want to get some golden brownness and crispiness on the outside.
Ooh. Do you need help, honey?
Just mentally.
You help.
But I don't.
Oh, stop.
No, I'm good.
All right, and for the pumpkin bars, it's best to preheat the oven. You
It's
okay?
hot. Yes, I wasn't expecting the thermometer to be that hot.
Ooh.
It's okay. Like I said, I don't feel much anymore.
Oh, gosh. You're so silly. But, yes, it's best to preheat your oven to like 375. And once it's set, you put these in here, put your pumpkin bars in there for about 33 minutes, 33 to about 38 minutes. So I'm going to do that right now.
Amen. Let me get the door for you.
Thank you, honey.
You're welcome.
Such a gentleman.
Always treat your woman right. Remember that. All right, I got my fries here, and these are crunchy.
Ooh.
I don't know if we can hear that,
That crunch.
but they're soft on the inside, very pillowy, but crunchy on the outside.
Yes.
Now, here's what I was talking about before. Secret to making these fries great. And if you're a vegetarian or vegan, plug your ears. This is what I've read a lot of restaurants do, including McDonald's. This here is beef tallow, beef fat. Got from a brisket I made, I rendered it down. Just drizzle it on top.
Oh, and it makes such a difference.
It makes a huge difference.
So much flavor in that oil.
Just a little bit. Salt these bad boys up. Like this. We're gonna mix these
looking
around.
fries. You're getting all fancy.
I know. But you just smell that. It smells so good.
Say it. Don't know.
No.
Dylan says,
That's very
Yeah.
nerve-wracking. It's very nerve-wracking watching that.
Oh my gosh.
A little more
Hold
salt, I
on.
think. But now I'm gonna. Can you hand me that piece of butter that was over there?
I put it back in the fridge.
Oh, I'm gonna need that.
Okay.
I'm gonna start making my
Sorry.
gravy. Next step is to make gravy.
Butter.
Here, try one of these, son.
Yeah, come
You
on
can
down.
put it right
Come on down. Sizzle.
Whoa. A little bit hot. I'm running a little bit hot. This hot pan is running a little bit hot sometimes. Good.
I had one earlier, and
But you didn't have the beef fat on.
yeah, I didn't have the beef fat, and now they taste completely different.
Yeah, right?
Right.
It does.
Exactly.
Look
Don't
at that
want brown butter, but hey,
It smells
this thing gets hot
good.
sometimes. If it's been running, because we've been frying. So,
Yeah,
the brown butter smells good.
it
Smells
does.
good anyway. Should have used some of that beef tallow in here. Now I'm gonna add, so I had 2 tablespoons of butter. Now obviously roux, equal parts butter, flour. And I've got here, this is a combination of, traditionally, poutine is made with beef stock and chicken stock together. So this is a combination of both, made earlier. And that's gonna be used to make our gravy for our poutine. What do you got
It's
going
gonna be
on?
very, very tasty. Yes, I'm gonna do the topping now for the pumpkin bars. I have some Cool Whip here. The whole container of Cool Whip, kind of just put into the bowl.
It's a lot of Cool Whip. I say that about everything, I think.
It's never too much Cool Whip.
Never?
I think my dad would disagree. And
I like Cool Whip on pumpkins. So I think it goes well on
along
pumpkin
the
pie.
lines. Yes, it does.
Now, my wife and I were having a debate last week about sweet potato or pumpkin pie. Everybody's got their preference, but my wife, I think I turned her, because I think sweet potato, it's good. I love sweet potato pie. I love sweet potato casserole, stuff like that, where it's, and it's sweet, but it's like, to me, in the pie form, it's just better. Pumpkin is better in the pie form.
Yes, but for the longest, I was thinking sweet potato, because I grew up on sweet potato pies, but I made a pumpkin pie for Jason one weekend, and I might be more in, well, no, even.
Tell the truth.
Kind of like hand in hand. I think pumpkin pie and sweet potato pie goes hand in hand because I love them both. So for Thanksgiving, we're making both. Okay, and now with the topping, the Cool Whip topping, we're gonna add about 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. So I am going to do that right now. Like I said earlier, you can never have too much cinnamon.
And I'm gonna add a little, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I am gonna add some of this beef tallow to the gravy. It's gonna give it a little extra.
And you're probably thinking you can never have too much beef tallow, huh?
Exactly.
From a man that loves steak, he's a steak minus the potatoes kind of guy. He's not that crazy about potatoes. For the longest I would say steak and potatoes kind of guy, but
give me some steak and some asparagus, or steak and broccolini or something, you know. And I'm sitting pretty.
that's the bars, everyone.
Good steak and a good veg.
So it smells like pumpkin spice in here.
I'm gonna start adding my gravy, or my.
Careful.
I got this.
Don't splash.
This is my stock, my combination stock. I'm gonna turn this up a little bit. And we'll just keep mixing until this gets thick. All right, so my gravy is really thickened up here. As you can see, it starts to coat the back of that spoon. And now you want your
good looking gravy. No, it's just
and you want your gravy to your own consistency. You want a little bit thicker, you want a little bit runny. You could put, a slurry in here. You could do some cornstarch and some water. Add it little by little.
Yes.
But I'm gonna season this up, Worcestershire, if I'm saying that right. Worcestershire sauce. But I like some of that in mine. A couple dashes. And then some pepper. And a tiny bit of salt. Peppa Pig.
And my pumpkin bars are still baking, guys. They're not ready yet. So once they come out, then I'm gonna put my Cool Whip topping on top. Ooh.
Bam. Let's mix this up.
I would like to try too. Yes.
That's good.
Yum.
Ah.
Gravy and biscuits, gravy and fried french fries, fried potatoes. Can't go wrong.
Now we're gonna put this over the fries with some cheese curds. She's gonna top her pumpkin bars.
Yes.
And we're gonna taste this. And this is gonna be delicious. We are ready. I know Dylan is ready. He's been waiting to try some poutine for a while. Hey, don't you know?
Oh, right.
All right. I had to get her back.
I know.
All right, honey. Your pumpkin bars look awesome.
Thank you, honey.
So what are you gonna do now?
All right. Now I am going to add the Cool Whip.
Cool Whip.
All right. Aren't you gonna save those for the game?
Oh.
I'm kidding. I'm messing with you. It's Saturday. All right. Now I am going to add the Cool Whip on top.
Oh, it's so hot. It's melting. This just came out of the oven. And I have got,
Yeah, what do you have?
my gravy is done. It's been keeping warm. And then I've got these cheese curds from Wisconsin. Shout out to all my friends who live in Wisconsin. I know I have a couple buddies, army buddies, and some other friends I think that live in Wisconsin. So what we're gonna do here is you see these fries, nice and crispy. We're gonna put them on this plate like this.
Yummy.
We're gonna pile them up. Then we are going to take some of our cheese curds.
Cheese curds. And those are amazing. My first time I've ever tried cheese curds was today, and they are delicious.
That Wisconsin cheese.
Best kind of cheese.
Well, I don't know. There's some pretty good French cheeses and
Oh, that is true. What's that cheese that we bought that one time? And it was
Mexican
my
cheeses. Which one?
It's my, well, we got it from Trader Joe's, and I forget the name of it. We had it for the first time. Well, I've had it for the first time, and we put it in the mac and cheese that.
Oh, Gruyere.
Gruyere, yes, that.
Oh, yeah, I love Gruyere.
Very, very good.
It's a good melted. That's great for macaroni and cheese. If you make macaroni and cheese, you gotta have Gruyere cheese. You're gonna do it right. Boy.
Oh, look at that. So pretty.
So pretty. I know Dylan is dying to try it. Honey, yours looks delicious as well.
Thank you.
It's got like valleys and peaks with the whipped cream there.
Yes, I got a little creative with it. You gotta have fun with your meals, your dishes.
Exactly.
Creations, my creation.
Food is about fun and it brings people together.
Yes.
There's nothing like that just brings everyone together. Food.
Yes, and now I'm gonna get a little fancy with it, or try
A little
to.
bougie.
Okay.
There you go.
It's looking
See?
good on it?
Yeah.
Oh,
So you can
look
spread
at
it around like that.
Yeah.
And it gives it that nice polished finished look. Do a little bit
does.
more, get at the edges I would say.
Okay.
It spreads it out a little bit better than if you were just dumping it on there.
It does.
You know what I mean? All right.
Pretty.
We need
Look,
a
everyone,
spoon to
I'm gonna move
try
this bowl. Look. Yes.
Dylan.
It's kind of tumbling over a bit.
It's tumbling,
but-
it's melting over.
Yeah.
I know
yeah,
you are ready
melting
to-
over. That's what I meant to say.
Try this. Come over here. I want you to have the first bite of
Come on
poutine.
down, Dylan. Yes.
He's been waiting for this.
He has been.
So I'm gonna give him a cheese curd, some gravy,
Nice big cheese.
some of these crispy fries.
He's ready. Delish, right?
Is it everything you hoped it would be?
Maybe you can afford so I can.
Fries are still crunchy.
Even better.
Even better.
Even better. Ooh. My dish is probably still pretty hot. So.
Ooh.
Okay. Hear that crunch?
Oh my god, that's
Maybe you
good.
have something on your lip.
I'm fine.
Okay.
That's good, Dylan. You want another bite?
Sure.
Because that is good. But you got it. I mean, you can
Oh
do
my
it.
gosh, so good.
Excuse me. You can do it with store-bought fries. But please make homemade fries. It's simple. Simple things to do. Simple ingredients.
I'm gonna try a little corner of my pumpkin bar.
Oh my god, that's so good.
It really is. Yeah.
Woo!
Okay.
Too good.
You wanna try this?
Yes, please.
Might be a little hot. It's good.
Oh my god. No, for
This is
real.
the man that does
I
not
don't eat
like
sweets.
desserts
Oh.
like that.
Whoa. That'll make you.
Dylan, you wanna try it
a
now?
bite.
Huh?
You will like it. Try a bite.
I'll make sure it's cool for you. Hold on.
Whoa.
Okay.
That is so good. Oh,
Hope it's not too hot. Dylan. It's good?
that's good. Really
It's hot,
good.
but like,
Oh, I'm
it's
sorry,
good.
Dylan.
Mm, very good.
it's
You
fine.
like it?
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh. Now,
All right.
now I have to try it. Okay.
Good. Oh, that's really fucking good. Excuse my language. Cover those ears. Earmuffs.
Oh my gosh.
All right, everybody. Try these
Kudos
recipes
to
out.
us.
Kudos to us because we just outdid ourselves. I got food on my face. I apologize. It was delicious. Thank you. We love you. We appreciate you. Hit the like button. Hit
Thank
subscribe.
you. Bye.
Bye.